Hello, my name's Sean, and I cured ADHD without medication. I was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder at the age of just 3.5. At 3.5, I was prescribed drugs. These drugs came with a nasty range of side effects, from depression and social anxiety to brain fog and lung pains. They were very hard for me to cope with, but so was the ADHD. It was quite a barrage of missiles on my growing years, but I healed my wounds and I lifted the seal of depression. It took me 14 years to figure it out, but I made a profound discovery, one that would change my life forever. I discovered that I didn't need medication to overcome ADHD and work with friends and family and coworkers and people all around me. I mean, sure, I was a handful of jumping beans, but a human being nonetheless. A human being that had almost given up on the world, nearly dropping all the keys I had discovered through life so far. I'm here to tell you today that you don't have to have medication to treat ADHD. It is possible to move on without it. I'm going to show you how to treat ADHD from the core and not just cover it up. See, taking a pill here and taking a pill there only covers up the problem. And you have to get down to the root. Dig down and discover new possibilities in the world. I started asking myself in high school, are these drugs really doing me any good? Or are they dumbing me down so that hopefully I will listen and not be spontaneous? The person inside of me raged to get out. I was fed up with taking the pills every morning and night, visiting the psychiatrist and counselors, fed up with spending the time to pay and get the medications, most of all feeling dumbed down by these side effects. That was it. I had it. And I dropped the medications once and for all. I did wean my way off them, but eventually I did get off them by the age of 18. I became someone I've always wanted to be. A happy someone, a free spirit, a joyful person that can go out and make people laugh and smile and feel good to be around. One that can listen and teach, one that can thrive and succeed. I mean, sure, I've made my mistakes along the way, but haven't we all? Well, I'm gonna show you how I did just that, and get down to the root of the problem and pull up the weeds. Number 1, I cut any artificial sweeteners, sugar, food coloring, high fructose corn syrup, and any soda from my diet completely. Once I did this, my parents were happier. Why? Because these things cause neurological imbalances in the brain, which is exactly what was happening to me. And it was not only doing that, it was imbalancing my body. So, by doing this, I quit having anger spells and spontaneous changes in my emotions. It was a big change in my life, and I'm really glad I did it. My teeth also improved, which was really good. Switching over to unprocessed foods was probably one of the best decisions I've made in my life. Number 2, exercise. I exercised all the time. I did things I love like snowboarding and golf and karate and many other sports. I really enjoyed it. But what was important was also that it let me have time to socialize with other people, which is really good. I got to learn important lessons along the way also. I recommend you check out all the possibilities with exercise and getting out and spending time together with people. And also, by doing this, you'll get to burn off extra energy and it'll help you sleep at night. Number 3, learning to calm down and focus. Now, this was a big step for me, but I managed to do it. There were a couple key things that allowed me to do this. Now, one of these things would be meditation. Now, you may not have tried it before, but it's really good stuff. You don't have to be spiritual in order to meditate. Number 3, learning to calm down and focus was a really big step for me, but I managed to do it nonetheless. It involved a couple things, like meditation and essential oils, and using less electronics. these things combined made a big difference in my life. So what you want to look at here first is meditation. It has a huge scientific background, proven to help people with ADHD, depression, and anxiety. Really good stuff. It didn't happen the first day, it did take a little practice, but with practice came some astounding results. Along with that, the essential oils have a huge effect on our brain and our emotions. So things like sandalwood and lavender are very calming oils and can help you sleep and relax at night. Another thing that can help you out sleep or relax is by having someone give you a massage, like a parent or a friend. Give them a shoulder rub. Number 4, teaching myself how to sleep without medication. Now this was a big step, but I did get it done. For example, using things like less electronics during the day and making sure any electronics are turned off at least an hour before I slept, using the oils and a little bit of meditation, and just working on getting into a regular sleep schedule really helped me get into that process. The exercise wore me out during the day, so at nighttime I was able to sleep. If I was still uncomfortable, a little massage goes a long ways. Number 5, learning to socialize and interacting with other people. Now, this is one of the challenges for people with ADHD, and there's a lot of good solutions. For me, little steps in parenting helped out a lot. Things like getting rewarded for when I listened. I would get to go spend time with friends or some extra benefit that I would enjoy in life. Now, one big thing that helped me out a lot was learning psychology and social psychology and how people interact and talk and work together. And by doing this, it showed me how to make better decisions. Learning about social psychology helped me with all kinds of things, like dealing with stress or sadness or many different kinds of things. Now there's a channel on YouTube called Vsauce. They made a video recently called The Science of Awkwardness. I definitely recommend you check it out. I will leave some links in the description for a few videos, recommend you check it out. A lot of good stuff to learn there, and like I said, there will be more information in the description for you to check out. The most important thing you can do though is practice, 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 practice. If you start young, you'll be great at it in the future. If you start older, well, you'll have a better understanding already and you will be able to ease your way into it. So I definitely recommend you practice these types of things and learn to situate yourself the best way you can. So learn all you can about telling stories, cracking jokes, holding conversations, and listening. These are all important steps, and there's much to learn that people just don't talk about. So remember, practice, 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 and practice some more. You will get it. Number 6, technology and distractions. Now this is another biggie. It's very easy these days to get all caught up in technology, but you can't forget to balance things out, like doing homework, doing chores, spending time outdoors, and if you like technology, having a little bit of fun with that. But you don't want to use too much. Sitting down and spending time on television, like 1 hour a day, is plenty, you know. If you want to play a video game, cut it back to 1 hour or so. This will help you out a lot. It does affect your brain, so just be aware of that. Number 7, getting laughter in daily is really important. Now, why this is important is because it can make you a happier person, which is really good. So, laughing releases endorphins, which make you feel better. So, make sure you get some more laughs in each day. Maybe learn how to crack an extra joke or something, or watch a funny video. Number 8, learn to be respectful and follow social cues. Respect is a huge thing in our world. It will get you many, many places. Things like jobs and making new friends and getting along well with family. Now, there are a lot of things that people do that you may not notice, and these are usually known as social cues when you're talking to people. especially things like body language, tone of voice, and posture. These are big things. So be aware of them and learn more about them. Number 9, train your brain every day. Keep that muscle up there strong. Keep learning new things each day. There's plenty of information out there, and there's all kinds of people to talk to. So that is an easy thing to do. You just got to put your mind to it. Number 9, train your brain every day. Always be learning something new. This will definitely help you out in the long run. I've learned so much, and I'm really glad I did, because I can use this stuff in the real world. The only mistake that you can make is the one that you don't learn from. So always be learning new things. Number 10, all in all, I owe it very much to my parents for the care, love, and support they've given me over the years. If it weren't for that, I would not be where I am today. So this was a huge thing in my life. I also give thanks to the role models out there that were supportive and positive people and good influences in my life. So with that being said, I encourage you to spread the word that you don't need medications to treat ADHD. I encourage you, and I know you can do it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it, and I wish you good luck in your endeavors.